you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, it's part of the show.
Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee.
Hello, what ho! Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Starting a little bit late this morning just because it was just that kind of a morning. I had hotkeys with a hot mess. And then I was trying to do some file saving, and my JPEGs weren't working with Paint. I mean, not my PNGs weren't working with Paint, and bloody, 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 blah. So I went and got getpaint.net because that's what the master of the universe uses, ranty flat earth. So I got it. I got paint.net. I got it, you know, because it's the best. You know. Shouting out to Cleary, Mark, Haley, Alexander Lightwater, Bandsaw Bandit, and a newcomer named Christopher, but I don't see him making any comments here. So recently I said hello to him, and then I guess I maybe scared him off. But anyway, yeah, so welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to do some readings in refraction, everyone. Today's readings are in refraction. So let me do a couple of clicks over to my Pharrell. I had done some of these back a couple weeks ago when I was in California because I had no shooting. The conditions for shooting were not that great, so I thought that we would just come back to this because I didn't finish it just because I'm all over the place with this stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna just start here. I'm gonna start. You ready for me to start? All right. The phenomena associated with refraction over cold water are rarer than the preceding. They appear only during the afternoon hours of warm days in spring and summer. Okay, I'm going to just stop right here and say this is all geographically locked. Okay, I don't believe that you can make these comments about the afternoon hours in California off the coast of Ventura. You know, this guy is talking about his experience in his geographical location. Occasionally in the morning hours of very hot days in the height of summer. In this case, the air is warmer than the water, and the lower layers of air, cooled by contact with the water, are characterized by a thermal gradient of the direct type. Again, all of this is simply rhetoric, right? This is all just simply rhetoric right here because we have no data. He's just describing his day, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. I'm just making the point. The curve of a refracted ray of light is concave below. Okay, how do you know that? I don't know that. How do you know that? Right? How do you know that? Someone just texted me. My mom caught some wild animal. Maybe a bobcat. Well, let me look at this real quick. Please hold. Ooh, a raccoon. She caught a raccoon. Huh. All right. The characteristic optical accompaniments are 1. An apparent elevation of the plane of the horizon above the normal position. Okay, so let's see if I can. I don't think I can do that right there. All right, we'll go back. We'll get to it. The apparent horizon is higher than the true horizon, so I'm gonna have to just flip back and forth. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this because he had this sideways on the text. An apparent elevation of the plane of the horizon above the normal position. Okay? All right. We have the plane of the apparent horizon above the normal, right? Look at, I mean, like, you have an inferior mirage right here. Right, you have an inferior mirage. I wish I could make this arrow solid, but I'm just getting used to the paint. But look, it says fill. but this isn't filling. This is the border. All right. Solid color. Okay, that's the, okay, whatever. Okay, so what we're talking about right here is an inferior mirage, right? We have an inferior mirage. You have a fold line where the mirage begins. Then you've got this dotted line here, and then you've got this down here, okay? So you've got the fold line, which in French, I suppose, is ligne de portage. Ligne de portage. Anybody out there speak French? Okay, you've got the true horizon. Okay, now again, I'm saying these are assumptions, and the apparent horizon. Okay? My question is, why do you not have the true horizon up here? And then down here, you've got the what I call the disclosing line. This is the limit of the mirage. The mirage, in this instance, creates the horizon. Okay? All right, so let's go back again just real quick, because I guess I could put this stuff up side by side. Hold on. I'd have to make this smaller. I'd have to make the text smaller here. Okay. This would have to get smaller. Okay. Let's just try this and see how this works. Okay. You have an apparent elevation of the plane of the horizon above the normal position. I don't think that that's correct. Okay. This is the true horizon. Right? This is where the boat is on water, right? The boat is on water. Now, if we wanted to, I could jump back over to the fantastic video that Sky Free put out this morning. I don't know if you guys, did I copy that? Let me see if I had originally, nope, I didn't. Let me come back over here because I did open up their page. I did open up their page here, and I am going to, okay, I mirrored that, so that's my mirror. Hold on, please. Hold, please. Let me go back. Okay, that was the mirror. Why didn't the original come up? Oh, there it is. There it is. Here we go. Okay. So what I'm gonna post in the chat right now is the link. This is the link to Sky Free. Okay. Somebody's calling me. Hold on, real quick. So that was my landlord because my stove went out last night. All right, so this is Sky Free. This is their channel. Sub to this channel because they do some fantastic DIY observations, and the video that they put out today had some fantastic demonstrations of these things. Now, where did I download this? There we go here. There we go here. There we go here. Okay. I'm not going to really worry about the sound. Okay, so if we're thinking about the observations that we're making, right? We've got the you've got the horizon, and then you've got the boat. Okay, now there is no inferior mirage going on right here. Okay, so when we get to that part, what's going on, Amanda? All right, here comes their hands-on. This is their footage here. Okay, so what I just want to point out is some of the stuff that, I mean, they're at a low angle here. It appears to me they're at a low angle here. So we've got some different bands here, aqua bands, right? We've got this reflective surface here, and the reflective surface ends here, right? The angle of incident cuts off that reflection. This is the surface of the water that is reflecting this, okay? But you've got a band here and a band here, and then you've got your boat. Now, my contention is this band represents physical distance that we don't know. And this band here represents physical distance that we don't know. So from here to the boat is physical distance. Okay? Now, in this instance, you can see the boat on the water, right? You know that boats float on water. So what's helpful in this scenario here is that you do not have an inferior mirage that is swallowing up the surface of the water, because that's what's confusing this issue. Okay, so let me do this real quick because that's what's in my head and it's making sense to me. So I'm gonna come over here. I need to make this, well, I need to make this into a PNG so that I can use it as an image to slide around here. Okay, so if we're going to, let's see if I can make this smaller. I'm gonna get this out of here. Okay, I'm gonna slide this over here, okay, and come back over here. Okay, so what I've tried to do is, let's see if I can do this a little bit better. Maybe I have to make this a little bit bigger. All right, because we have this idea here, right? Right? So you've got the boat here. You've got the boat here. That's the erect image. This top image here is physical boat, right? And then within this part here, they want to insert the true horizon, which in this image means that the boat is lifted up above the water. Okay, so if this were an inferior mirage, you would not see these two different aqua bands that show you distance of water. So if you had an inferior mirage here, the boat would be miraged below itself, however long the mirage would extend. Okay, so you have the erect image here, and then the miraged image is below it. But what we need to realize is that all of this is still the same. It's all still physically what we understand. This is all right. That's where the boat is on the top of the water there. I don't know if that's coming out very clear or not, but okay. So we'll see what comes up with some of this other footage that these guys put out. I know that this isn't necessarily readings in refraction, but it is what it is. right, they're just showing some stuff side by side. Okay, what they're doing is here. I'm going to open this up, I think, to a bigger. Okay, so what they're doing here is they're showing a large scale here and a small scale here. Okay, large scale, small scale. I'm going to skip past this part because this is technical stuff that I don't really care about. Here they show the image that we got from Life is Short, where he shows the objects disappearing into the circle of confusion, whatever we want to call it. Right, so you watch right there, it disappears. It's gone. There's no curvature. Okay, in this image, I think you've got an inferior mirage, right? You've got this part right here, right? But this boat is on physical water. This is not, right? We've already done this in my show many, many times. What's creating this limit of the water? Why don't we see water anymore? Because it's behind this, right? And they've got some, this seems like a different video than I remember watching this morning. All right, so now I think that this is their footage too, right? So they've got this shoe. We've got an inversion right here, right? Okay, so this is not a this is not 100% physical image. This is not 100% physical. This is the physical image, and then down here you've got this obtuse angle right there. Boom. That is where the fold line is. Everything below this is blocking the ground upon which this sneaker is resting. It's not difficult, people. It's really not. Okay, now she brings out some Wide Awake. Shout out to Wide Awake. Okay, see right here? Okay, you've got the physical water right here that you can see. Then you have the disclosing line here, the limit of the mirage. This is all physical water. This is all physical water. This boat is not really down here and being lifted up, right? So that, again, in my opinion, is what this concept is trying to present. Oops. Ooh, that's cool. Right? That's what this concept is trying to present here. I'm trying to get this, trying to use this. Okay? So if we think about this, this is, let's see, the true horizon is right here. The apparent horizon is right here, right? So then in this language, I suppose it would be, this is the apparent horizon right here, and this is the true horizon right here. So in my opinion, he's kind of like mixing up all of this stuff together, because here you have the ligne de partage, and then you have the inverted image, right? And then down here somewhere is the true horizon. That's what this image right here is trying to depict, in my opinion. All right, let's close this down and get back to reading. Do that. Do that. Let's bring this back. Bring that back there. And close that out. And make this bigger so you guys can see it too, right? See it too, yeah? How's everybody doing out there? Ghost in the Machine, good to see you again. Marve, Haley's still hanging around. What's going on? SE Montreal in the house, all right? All right, the apparent horizon is higher than the true horizon. Okay, now hold on now. Okay, wait. The apparent horizon is higher than the true. That doesn't make any sense. What? The apparent horizon is higher than the true. No. If this is showing us what this picture is telling, the true horizon is in the middle, and the apparent horizon is lower. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not sure I understand what he's trying to say. That doesn't seem to say what he's saying. It says the apparent horizon is higher than the true horizon. Okay, let's go to the next one. The apparent concavity of the surface of the lake, resembling a broad valley, rising with gentle slope. You know what? Maybe he's not talking about this just yet. But that's what happens when you get these images on different pages. Alright, anyway, let me see if there's something else up here. A depression of the plane of the apparent horizon of the lake below its normal position. Okay, so let's go back up here. I think I might have... Okay. No, that's what I was reading. What's going on? Oh, that's refraction with cold water. So maybe he doesn't... Okay. Maybe he doesn't give an image of that one. I don't know. A depression of the plane of the apparent horizon of the lake below its normal position. The apparent... Okay, see... Right. Okay. So up here... So why doesn't he... Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. No. Okay, cold water. Okay. See, this is... Okay. This is the image that he was describing with the apparent horizon and the true horizon. Okay. This is, I believe, what I call proximate looming. Okay? This is what I call proximate looming. So I'm going to have to take some time and dissect this, because this is refraction over cold water. The phenomena associated with refraction over cold water are rarer. All right, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, because even though I have caught Gina in this scenario, it's not as frequent as the other. So I would agree with that. All right, so these are phenomena that are observed. Okay, this is the image that I have of Gina. This is the image that's happening with B-Ball for Life, right? This is when the water is brought closer, apparently, to the viewer and raised up higher. I would agree with the idea that the actual horizon is down here, so that if you could watch this in a time lapse, you would watch this just drop down and stop right there. Okay? That would drop down and stop right there. So what happens then beyond the horizon here is of interest, because I would say that there is magnification here, because the images are brought... The images don't match the scale of the horizon here, right? You don't see the body of the boat. You don't see the hull. These are not sharks, right? These aren't. So if this is the true horizon, then we know that this is where the boats are, because this is the water level, We know that boats are on water. But then they are lifted up and blocked by an apparent location of the water. Okay, so this is a refraction phenomenon. Okay, you can't call it a mirage because there's no mirrored image, but it's a phenomenon that is due 100% to refraction. Okay? Anybody have any questions out there? Tag me if you want me to address anything in particular. I'm just kind of working through this stuff myself, so thanks for being here, and we'll keep going. But I'm glad I figured that out, that this section here pertains to the warm air, and then this is. So let's look at this and see if I can follow along with what he's saying that I've been calling proximate looming. Okay? The apparent elevation of the plane is above the normal position. Okay, yes, I agree with that. The apparent horizon is higher than the true horizon. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, so this is a refractive phenomenon. The apparent concavity of the surface of the lake, resembling a broad valley rising with gentle source. See, now in this one, I don't have an experience as far as I know, so I can't speak to that, but I'm trying to figure out where he's illustrating this, because he only has a Fata Morgana, he only has proximate looming, and he only has an inferior mirage. Okay, this is an inferior mirage setup, this is a Fata Morgana setup, and then this is proximate looming. Okay? So when he's dealing with number 2, I don't know what that is, because he's not given another he's not giving another illustration, right? So this is only good. This is only helpful insofar as it goes. Excuse me. Again, guys, if you want me to address something, just tag me, and I'll try to keep an eye on the chat there to the left. Everything. The apparent extension of the circle of the horizon. Distant boats, which to the observer's eye should have been on the circle of the horizon or beyond it, appear to be at the bottom of the illusory valley of water. See, I don't see this anywhere. I do not see. I don't see this. Fata Morgana shifts from right to left. C is boat within the circle. A and B, vessels beyond the circle of the horizon. Okay? I think I understand what that means. Boats, vessels beyond A and B. A and B. Okay, see, so... Okay, what I want to try to do... Let me see, can I draw a line? I just want a line. Maybe I'll just do a smaller arrow. Thinner arrow. Nope. That's kind of weird. What did I do before? Okay, whatever. Okay. So, let me undo that because I've got my pointer finger. All right. Okay, these are the physical erect images, as Andrew Thomas Young calls them. These are the erect images. They are physical, okay? That line there is the physical horizon. So I guess, okay, I think I understand what's happening right now. I really wish I could figure out how to draw a line. Maybe... effects, brush width, tools, line. Here we go. Okay, okay, we're cooking with oil. Okay. I want a different color. I guess I can't worry about that right now. No, it's not what I wanted. Can I move this? No. Okay, why can't I move this? Over here? Okay. I want this a different color. This is solid color. Maybe, no, yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of weird. Style. So yeah. I want to change the color. I cannot see the chat right now if you're tagging me, so just be patient, please. Color picker. Color picker. Really? Okay, this does not, that did not, that's not. Okay, how do I undo this? There we go. Okay. I really want to smurfing change the color of this line. This is why intuitive stuff is so crucial. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think I got it. Red. There we go. Okay, so which is going to be the best? What's going to be the best color? Red, maybe. Thank you. Found it. Score. Okay. So let's make that larger. Let's actually make that smaller. Okay. Extending this out. Okay. So what's going on, Chris? Matt? Space Pope. Doc Michael in the house. Okay. This is what I'm trying to process here, peeps. Okay? All three of these images need to be taken in correlation because they are all representing the same physical observation in different phenomenon. If you'll notice, except for this one. Here you have the top sails. Here in these two images, in the middle and right, those have the same scale, but not here. So in this one, you can clearly see that his interpretation of the information is that refraction distorts the image so that you can't scale it. Oh yeah, you can scale that. See that side, that sail's the same scale. No, this one is more erect. These are farther apart than to each other. This one is they're compressed closer together. No. Okay. So okay. The red line across all three images show you the true horizon. Okay. So I'm going to disagree with this guy that the middle line. Let's draw another middle. Let's draw another line. Do another line, man. Hey, man. Do another line. Okay, I think I'm going to change this one. This is really trippy. It's messing with my brain. Cool. So glad I spent $7 on this program. GetPaint.net. This has been brought to you by another exciting adventure in the plain truth. Readings in Refraction. Okay, I am going to disagree with this guy that the true horizon is down here. Okay, it's up here in all of these images. Okay, so you then see how the Fata Morgana screws with you because it gives you depth, right? Same thing with the inferior mirage, I suppose, because you have this, right? Okay, listen, everyone. I have been challenged and laughed at, and I have been mocked. I have been scorned when I'm suggesting that the horizon is created by the mirage. And yet, from this text, 1912 text, from this 1912 text, we have a cartoon representation that the refractive phenomenon creates the limit of the water due to perspective. Okay, the water is all there behind these boat. This boat is sitting on the water physically. Now the same with these here, but what is different about the phenomenon is that it affects the scale of the boat, of the sails here. Okay, but down here is where the boats really are. So you've got this mirage that is creating the obstruction. The mirage is the obstruction. Now, here is my category, because I don't think he labels it. This is called refraction over cold water. Refraction over cold water. So that would mean then that the image that I got back in January of 2019, on that day it was cold water. Okay, so you know, that would this moving forward. Okay, so what I see in my accomplishments for my work, right? And I'm not speaking for Wide Awake, I'm not speaking for Sky Free, I'm not speaking for Ranty or anything like that. But in my accomplishments, my observations are so prolific that I've done a lot of the background work now to go forward and start taking those measurements. But here on out, I have to do both. I have to take both visual measurements and climate measurements, right? So it's more than a one-person team, because whoever's manning the camera, you know, finding the shots to take and whatnot, is not the guy taking the notes, right? Not the same guy. But what I want to try to focus on right here again is that everyone right here we go. Refraction over cold water, I am calling proximate looming, because what it is doing is it is raising up an apparent horizon. See that over here? It's all right here, 1912. An apparent horizon, lifting that up, also bringing it closer to the observer, which I think is another characteristic here that might be delineated later on in the paper. Readings in Refraction. Where are we at? How long is this? 48 minutes? Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, let's read this asterisk here. Where is it from? Oh, excuse me. Okay. This again is an inferior mirage description. The depression of the plane of the apparent horizon of the lake below its normal position. The apparent horizon is lower than the true horizon. Okay? Asterisk. The true horizon is the tangent cone to the surface of the lake. Okay? I don't know what a tangent cone is. Don't know what it is. The vertex of the cone being the eye of the observer, okay? And the calculation being made on the assumption of no refraction, okay? What does that mean? Can you quantify, please? Can I see a quantification of no refraction? Anybody? 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 The circle of the true horizon is the curve of contact of the cone with the surface of the lake. Can you draw me a picture? Okay? I have no clue what this is saying. I can imagine the circle of the true horizon is the curve. See, that's what... let's see. Let me see if I can create a new file. Can I create a new file? Kind of like in GIMP. You can have one file open next to the next. Right? Can I open a new? I don't even know what this is. Okay, new. Alright, so, right, okay, so, okay. Here's the horizon, right? Here's the horizon. Now, what I'm going to do right now is bring up a... Let's do... I'm going to divide this in half, okay? I'm going to change the color on that so that we know that it's a division. What the crunk? Okay. I wonder if I could bring this over here. Can I bring... I don't want to go so far away. Alright, it's black. That's the dividing line. The next... This is going to be... Okay, let me see. What the crack? I thought I changed that to black. Right? Black. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I got to change it back. And... Nope. I'm just trying to do... I think I'm going to have to do a shape. I can't do it with this straight line. I need a shape. Please be patient. Please hold. Shapes. Give me a... you didn't give me any choices. I clicked shapes. Oh, there it is. Okay, I want a half circle. Are there half circles? Aaron Moorfeld in the house. What's going on? I haven't said it yet, but you guys need to hit those Fonzarellis. Hit those Fonzarellis. Alright, so what I'm going to do is right here. I'm going to make this big. Okay. So what we have here, right, this is what I'm hearing. Okay, this has got to change to this, right? Okay, so now I need text. Text, text, text. I need to write something in text here. Text. Is there a text? Text. Text. Okay, so this is the... I'm just going to say it this way. This is the first person vantage point. Okay, stop. Okay. Ooh. Which text am I going to choose? The quick brown fox. I think I'm going to check Deja Vu Serif. Okay. Put it right here. Font color. Oh. Wait a minute. Don't I get to choose my font color? Okay, I don't even know. Right? Is that it? Okay, here we go. All right, so that's first person, yeah? Okay, so let's go back down to what he's describing. The true horizon, oh. Okay, first person view of the horizon, okay? The vertex of the cone being at the eye of the observer and the calculation being made on the assumption of no refraction. The circle of the true horizon is the curve of contact of the cone with the surface of the lake. Okay, that's not real, right? The circle of the true horizon is the curve of contact of the cone. There is no contact with the cone from your eye. Okay, so let's I'm liking this. Okay, I want let's do this. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Give me a second, John C. I'll be there in a second. First person view of the horizon. Okay, now I want to. Okay. Or are you just saying? He's just saying hi to everybody. What's going on now, everybody? John's Mind of God's out there. Amanda, Young, Cleary, everybody, thanks so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Just talking through all this stuff. Okay, let me look for a cone. I need a cone. Okay, can I get a cone? It would be helpful if I could get a cone. I cannot get a cone. Okay, so it looks like basic. Can't you upgrade on the draw shape outline? Yeah, I need a cone. Someone work on that, please. Okay, so here's this. This is going to be this. Okay. So, let's see if I can do this. Right? Align. Okay, I think I'm trying to remember where I did this. Here, I think, here. Okay, so I'm kind of making my own cone here. No thanks. Okay, so this is going to be the, right? That's a cone, right? So, okay, so what I want to do right now is, why doesn't it just leave shit up? All right, that's A. That's A. That's B. That's A. That's B. Okay, so what that means is that we are looking at the same. No, that's not what I want. Oh, wait. No, see, that doesn't leave shit up. Right? That is that. That is that. So that this is the same distance as this. But this is looking at it from up top. right? That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, the true horizon is the tangent cone to the surface of the lake. Okay, so this is the surface of the lake. This is the surface of the lake. As I'm looking out. So from a first person's perspective, this looks like a lateral line that just all the same, right? Just looking straight across. But the way he's treating it and speaking of it is that it's the circle of you. Okay? This is the hijacking of perspective, right? Because you have a limit to the distance that you can see, right? Okay. The cone and circle of the apparent horizon are similarly defined in terms of the rays of light as they enter the eye after having been displaced by atmospheric refraction. These cones are so flat that they may be spoken of as planes. Again, this is an abstract concept. I'm just trying to get it. The true horizon is the tangent cone to the surface of the lake. The vertex of the cone being at the eye of the observer, and the calculation being made on the assumption of no refraction. Okay, again, I don't know what that means. What does that look like in terms of an observation, right? The circle of the true horizon is the curve of contact. Okay, again, that's apparent because you can't. That's like what was that other concept idea? The astronomical horizon. It's a conceptual idea. It doesn't exist. It's not physical. The cone and circle. Okay, this is the line which separates the erect and inverted image, such as the user more. Okay, let me go back up for this. Oh yeah, here's the French. Anybody speak French? How do you pronounce ligne de Patagi? I would just say line. Do you pronounce line the same in French? Is it ligne? Ligne de partage. Line de partage. Why didn't we keep line, L-I-G-N, like sign? Huh? Wonder that. We're coming up on. We are at an hour. Okay, and so much fun, right? So much fun. We haven't even gotten like a full paragraph of reading. We've just been going back over the same shenanigans. Do you guys want to come in and talk about this stuff? Anybody? Maybe have another hour show with a part 2. I will kill this stream and start up another one with a panel. Anybody interested? Give me a 1 if you're interested in having an open panel. Otherwise, I'll try to figure something else out. So much fun and only 2 sips of coffee. Amen, Doc, except I've had a little bit more than 2 sips. Right? So I went to the grocery store today, my local grocery store, and I had called and complained to the corporate office because, of course, I was asked to leave the store because I wasn't wearing a mask. After, of course, I let them know that I had a medical condition that prevents me from wearing a mask. And that medical condition is I would like to not be forced to do anything against my will. Right? That's a mental, emotional condition, and wearing a mask is detrimental to that health, that healthy way of living. So anyway, so I called up the corporate office and I said, hey, look, blah, blah, blah. And they said, oh yeah, they can't kick you out for that. I said, well, can you tell them that? She said, sure. I'm going to send them you should be hearing from from one of the managers within 72 hours. Well, that was 3 weeks ago. Haven't heard back. But I've gone in there a couple of times and no one has bothered me from the staff since then. But I did get accosted by a woman today. Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. you're supposed to be wearing a mask. And so I said, well, actually, and I come across as affable. I'm like, oh, you know what? I have a medical condition and it prevents. And she squinted her eyes at me. I wanted to be like, what? If someone told me, right? If I had a clipboard of checklist things of like who can come in and not whatever, and they said, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't like, you're lying. But then she just squinted her eyes at me like she didn't believe me. Anyway. Can you guys not hear me? Do you want to do an open panel? Anybody? You're cooking breakfast for Meow. What are you cooking, Aaron? What's for breakfast, Aaron? Excuse me, lady, I don't eat bats. I don't see you guys interested in a open panels, which that's kind of cool. So, I mean, you want me to just keep going? Number 2 for just keep going, Travis. Just keep going. What I could do, I'm trying to think. Let's close this window here. I don't need this window open anymore. There's so much. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to play Gleam's song. And show what video, though, John? Show what video? The video from Skyfree? Is that what you mean? In the meantime, I'm going to go on mute, and we're going to listen to Gleam's Adjust Your Brightness. And what I might do is play... play Skyfree's video in the meantime and play Gleam's music over the top of it. How's that sound? That sound okay? So I'm going to go on mute. Here I go. On mute. It says my computer is not authorized. This is my stinking account, bro. You must authorize this computer from the account menu. What the crack? Authorize. How do I stinking authorize this? This is my account. I don't get it. Authorize computer. Authorizations? Authorize this computer. I'm so smart. Don't look. Oops. Alright, I'll come back. That's my footage right there. Skyfree used my footage. Alright. Okay. I don't understand why that's not coming up. You have authorized out of your... Okay, fine.
This goes out to all the big pharma pirates and all the political pirates. It's Gleam alongside the Gary Nestor Pine.
Yes, I.
Big pharma pirates murdering us with kindness. People adjust your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People adjust your brightness. you gonna call when the line's silent? Hello? Financial giants buy up an alliance with lords that write laws of compliance. Tyrants for hire, privately acquire a proportion of the poor that supported them. Library of liars, lifetime suppliers. Think poor and retire all at your expense. Sick and tired of their tripwires. Oh, the cycle of crisis tortures them. Big pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. Oh, people adjust your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People adjust your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's gone dead? Hello?
Hey, we got to conquer them all. We got to trample them down. A wicked man must fall. Run them out of the town. When I go take the chat, tell them to deal with that. And when I go take the check in their political mess.
Big pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. People adjust your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People adjust your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's silent?
It's not me,
Who do we thank for queues at the food bank?
I don't know.
Who do we thank for rescuing huge banks?
I really don't know.
Who do we thank for the brand new jabs?
I said I really don't know.
Who do we thank for the breakout in Wuhan? I hope it's all gone to plan. Big pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. People adjust your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People adjust your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's gone dead?
It's not me, it's not me.
Anyone? Lionel?
Nobody met with them, man. You expecting them to come save you? Oh, in my pirates.
I want to know who the Lionel is. Lionel! Anyone? John C. That link's just not doing it, buddy. I cannot open that link. So it's not working. But I did see something interesting back in this clip from that's my footage. So privileged. Honestly, I appreciate that. All right, so here we go. This is a bit of what we were looking at with the diagram, right? Okay, so did it close out? No, there it is. Yep, see, there you go. You can have two things open. That's cool. All right, I've got to figure out how to make this into a PNG so that I can manipulate it in a smaller... No, I didn't want you to move. Stop. All right. I thought I pushed pause. Why isn't it pausing? Okay, I don't know why the space bar is not pausing for that. Huh. All of a sudden VLC's not cooperating with its hotkeys. Okay. Pause, right? I'm on pause, right? Okay. So we're talking about an inferior mirage here. So we've got the erect image here, right? The erect image here. Now, Sky Free has the water line right there, and I suppose that's, I don't think that we can be hard and fast on that, but that's the mirror line, right? The ligne de partage, right? The true horizon is the water line. That's the true horizon, and the apparent horizon. Okay. But we need to understand that this boat is not in an apparent. This boat is not in an. This boat is not in an apparent position, right? It's not being. It's not really down here being lifted up, right? So. Anyways, they've got some good stuff. We'll just finish their video out. Play. Okay. All right, so let's pause it right here. Okay, so this is a combination of looming and an inferior mirage, right? I believe that this horizon here is apparent. We don't know what the distance is to this horizon. We have an erect image with the sail, and then right here, that's where the ligne de partage begins. Oui? That's where the ligne de partage begins, oui? SE Montreal, do you speak French? Help me out here, man. And then we have the mirage, right? So if you can imagine and understand that at this point where the pointer is, the mirage is creating the limit of the water here. So I'm going to suggest that everything over here is mirage as well. Okay? So we need to know, and I don't see any evidence in these writings. I don't see any evidence that anyone had an observer out here on the water. So we need to know where this horizon is and how far away it is from this boat and how far away it is from the observer. Okay, yeah, I was just teasing to a certain extent, but I am curious as to how you would pronounce in French Ligne. Line of division or separation. Bombaclat! Putting out some good nature videos. You guys need to subscribe. I'm gonna get Adam's channel up here. Good stuff. There we go. Skull Basher. Everybody sub to that link right there if you haven't done so already. He's been putting out some great stuff with a lot of Latin phrases in there. So okay, look, now the pause is working. That's weird. All right, here is another image of mine. Okay, so this is the battery island here. This is not all physical right here. This is an inferior mirage happening right here. This boat is going to go behind. I don't think that they're going to be on this image that long, but you can see right here the natural division in the sail, okay, right? So the physical boat is up here. The physical boat is here. And this is distance. Like where like this, okay. What is creating the limit of this water? The mirage. The mirage is and what's crazy about this, and this is abstract, this is the way I'm trying to communicate this to you guys, is the size of the water here doesn't fit proportionally. So if I took away this mirage, there would be enough distance here that it should look like I'm higher up and farther away. But the refraction phenomenon is looming this up. It's magnifying the surface of the water, making it appear closer to me, and this is all Andrew Thomas Young. It's exactly what he says. And it is also elevating the, well, not in this instance. I guess it would. So that's interesting to think about. So this is magnification of the water. If we could wipe away the inferior mirage, you would have a looming situation here, I believe. So what I should do is, let me see if I can do that here. Do I have a sliding scale? Let me see if I have a sliding scale. I'm gonna take them all out. Anacapa, naked slide, naked water slide. All right, this is just gonna work for it, right? Okay, so there's the water, the way we have it here, right? Now, if I took away the mirage, the water, you can see, is magnified and raised up. You see how that works? See what I just did there, everybody? Are you paying attention? I just blew my own mind. You see what I just did there? This is a bona fide reproduction of what we see when we have looming, where the water is raised up, magnified. This is a false horizon, and it looks as though this boat is below the horizon, but it's not. That's what we have to understand. This boat is physically on the water, like it always is. Right? I mean, you guys, anybody want to talk about this? I mean, I think it's worth talking about. Okay, so as far as I understand this image that they have here, this is one unit boat, one boat unit, right? I think they've got like a battleship boat here. So you've got one end here, one end here. You've got the mirror here. You've got the mirror here. Flat Eric wants to join. This is entertaining, he says. This is entertaining. What I can do has no relevance. I have no idea. I don't see him saying that he wants to join. So, Flat Eric, if you know how to tag and you want to join, then you know, by all means, let me know. What hurts my feelings, Cleary, is that you don't want to join. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that, man? You know what I think would be funny is if they would put in like little kids blowing bubbles. Okay, so here again, let's bring this up a little bit. All right, this is not a single physical unit of sail. It is not. There is a point at which that becomes mirage. And I think it's probably about right here. Let's go back a couple seconds, because you kind of see it. Yeah, you're messing with me, Cleary. You're messing with me, man. Right, watch, here we go. Let's do E, one frame at a time. All right, as it passes here, I saw a hiccup. Okay, so it's passing behind. Glitch in the matrix. Come on now. Okay, son of a cracker. Son of a cracker! Poop! I missed it! Poop! Okay, don't glitch out on me, Matrix. Oh my word. Alright, here we go. Creep forward. This is the money shot, and it's glitching out on me. What the smurf? Unbelievable. You believe this, people? Alright, I'm just going to try to do it freestyle then. Okay, here it comes. Alright. So just watch, like right here. I believe that we get a little glimpse of disruption in the matrix here. Right? Right there. Okay? So you can see right there that there's a break in the sail. Sail, break, sail. Okay, here it comes. And then it joins together. And then there's a break there. You see that break? Right there? See that? Alright, so what we need to understand is that this horizon is an effect of the phenomenon. What is creating the limit of the water? The mirage. The mirage. This is a mirage. Okay, so let me do my little son of a cracker. What did I just move? I don't even know what I just moved. You can't see it. Let me go back down to my sliding water. Okay, naked water slide. Let's move my pointer out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down here. All right, see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm creating a false image of the water, right? Oh my word. This is what we have here. And then I'm gonna, let me see. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so here's what we have here. And then if we raise this up here, like the physical boat. Why can't you see the physical boat? It's lost in the mirage. The physical boat is lost in the mirage. Right? It's somewhere right here. Don't do that. I grab my finger. It's the boat is not down here. It's not behind the water. It's enveloped here in the mirage. Right? So I guess so as I'm thinking through this, the reason why you can see the sail is because it's above the mirage. It's above the mirage. It's above. Here comes the mirage. That is where you lose your ability to resolve the image that's there. Okay? All right, let me get rid of this water. Okay. How's everybody doing out there? Matrix Media, welcome to the show. Everybody hanging tight, good. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. I don't know where the Fonzarellis are in terms of the numbers, so make sure if you have not visited Fonzie, go over there and say, hey.
Again, we know that there can be no abstraction of water due to curvature. Thus, these observations show how a surface that is essentially level can produce visual phenomena.
All right, so just to jump in and hijack lovely Sky Free, you've got this massive, look at this beautiful picture here. I love this. I just love this stuff. Look at this. Look at this reflection here. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Right? Where's that coming from? So all the way up here, you have the shoreline. That's physical land, physical land, physical land, physical land, physical land. At some point right here, you've got the limit of the land. But what you need to understand is that everything below here is water. This is water. The reflection, the image is not on the water, but in the air. But the water is behind the image. It's behind the image. Somebody tag me. I don't know, Clary. I might be done, man. It's 11:30. What time did I start this at? An hour and a half ago. I started this at 10 o'clock. I think I might be, I'm getting a little bit hungry. Getting a little bit hungry, Clary. You missed your chance, bro. Sorry. You know, I can't wait around forever for you people. You know, I got things to do. I got places to go. I got people to see. I got people, I think. I am definitely going to do a show later on today. I want to work on some stuff. I found my thrill. I'm just going to let that video play out. I found the very first footage that I shot of the Concord Point Lighthouse, where you heard me talking through, or where you will hear me talking through these observations for the very first time, and I use old school, not plain truth refined descriptions, where in fact I say that the water is the surface of the reflection. How about that? So I started out on the bottom shelf, right? Okay, this is a great place to pause right here, right? So you have a proximate ship here. Okay? Look at you see this? Can you see? Can you see the difference in the texture of the water? Okay, all he's doing is going into the distance. He's still on the surface of the water. This is compression. This is compression. This image is being compressed. Then you have the same thing. This is what this panel is showing you. This is large scale. These guys, this is a fantastic video. I mirrored it, so you can find it on my channel. And I also put it up in the higher chat here, but I might repost it again, okay? So what Skyfree has done here is stuff that I have talked about, and I'm not taking away from the work that they're putting in. I'm saying that we're both saying the same thing. What happens on the macro scale, what happens on the macro scale can be reduplicated on the micro scale, and when there is no possibility of curvature here, this is not curvature. This is compression. This is not curvature. This is do you have a can you quantify that? Yeah. You want to pay me $400 an hour plus my crew. Plus expenses. We're going to have a buffet every day. Mexican, sushi, vegan, you know, we're going to do it up. We're going to do it up. But anyway, just kidding. But this is what the idea is. So I was inspired by Skyfree to try to maybe... This takes time, guys. This takes a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Kudos to Skyfree. They rock it. I'm going to push play. I'm not going to pay attention because I'm going to pull up their channel again. And... here we go. Copy that. And Skyfree channel. You guys need to sub to these guys. Give these guys all the love. All the love in the world. Yeah. Okay, so I am hungry. I do need to get some food in my bones and all that good stuff. I don't want anything that's in my refrigerator. My palate is fighting all of the healthy things that are in my refrigerator. So I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of the show. I am going to go live again later on tonight. And maybe then we can have an open panel. Maybe we'll just start out with an open panel right away and do it that way and see where it goes. I'll try to maybe put some videos together that I can play and not cobble them together on the fly. Okay? So, everybody out there within the sultry sound of my voice, Addie, welcome to the show. Although, I'm waving goodbye. This has been another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Until next time.
What this video needs is more ether band. Aetherband is a term